Well, today is Friday, and that can only mean one thing: that it's New Gear Day. Hi, I'm Mark from Port Mac Guitars, and welcome to the Nerve Centre of our fine store. Where, basically we talk about new gear, old gear, some industry rumours hanging around, and all the fun things that are going on here. So let's just crack on with it. So first things first is that discerning Facebook viewers would have seen a little video and a post that we put up during the week where basically we were removing an integral part of a 2015 Gibson Les Paul, and that would be the robot tuner itself. So pretty much we've had mixed response from customers about the robot tuner and the addition to them and the changes that Gibson decided to do for this year. There's a lot of lovers and there's a lot of haters as well. So, and that's fine. You know, as guitarists, we can all have our own opinion about things. And, you know, personally, I really dig the robot tuner side of things. I'm not a traditionalist in any way, shape or form. Being a younger lad, but a lot of traditionalists out there that own Gibsons in the past and are looking, to upgrade into the future, always asking the question. So we came up with a solution that has already become pretty popular. So as you can see, here we go. We've got a Les Paul Traditional with Gibson Grover machine heads on there. So these are actual factory parts. This isn't us sort of doing the thing. Look, I've got a packet right here. It's packaged. So basically, Grover tuners, and sort of in that button style that's we sort of know to see in the Les Paul side of things. And you're looking 14-to-1 ratio. So a lot of people are asking, what ratio they were at. And it's really actually quite hard to find it. So 14-to-1. And they're $159 if you want to buy them separately, which a few people have done already. But for every Gibson that we are selling from now on, we're giving you the option for free. So if you want us to change it, basically we can just go through the same process that you see in the video, where we remove the robot tuner. We still send the tuner to you as well. So it's not like we're keeping it here. It gives you the option in the future if you want to put it back on, which is a really, really simple process because all it is a nut at the top holding it on. And that's is sort of leading into the next thing we're talking about, where Ultimate Guitars had a sort of clickbait article, I guess you call it, about the Gibson trouble that's going on at the moment with their employees and the customers and everyone losing their mind. I use the word clickbait because that's what I reckon it is. There's always going to be a pushback from people making changes and that sort of things, and that's the risk that all brands take when they introduce new stuff. Did Gibson make the right decision with their 2015 range? Didn't they? We still have people buying the guitars, but obviously there's a lot of people out there with opinions, so we'd love to hear them. You can just post on Facebook and start the conversation. It's always interesting to hear everyone's perspective on the situation, and it gives us good feedback as well, to talk to our reps about and that sort of thing. So yeah, feel free to go nuts. All right, so I had another question during the week from a customer. He's looking at purchasing a new Ibanez, and basically he was asking about the ZPRS system. So it's something that is extremely unique to Ibanez, and it's a cool little feature that they have that solves a massive issue. So we have a SA960 premium here with a synchronizer trem on it. Obviously the other ones were edge zeros, all that sort of thing. But pretty much there's the issue that has surrounded Floyd Roses throughout all the years. When you break a string, what happens? The thing goes out of tune, and it's a sort of the last thing you ever want to have happen when you're in the middle of a gig. So as a complex solution, but one that actually works better than you could ever imagine, Ibanez came up with the ZPRS system. So what does it look like? As you saw in the picture before, that's pretty much all you see on the back of a guitar. And it's a really simple process where once we have a look at it here, we have two sets of springs. So normally you either have 2 or 4, depending on what guitar that you have, where all it's doing is working as a counterweight. So what Ibanez did is by adding like those other couple of springs, with a stop bar there, it gives you the option now to A, customize the feel of the tremolo, and then B, as it has a counterbalance on there, instead of a string breaking and then everything going skew if to one side and then, you know, all your strings going out of tune, it holds everything pretty steady. And in my experience, we're talking like less than a cent it's going out of tune. So, and, you know, in a live scenario, that's awesome. That's exactly what you want. So pretty much, as you can see, the little wheel there also has a pretty cool option for players where we can customize the feel. We can actually take the bar out and make it a full floating tremolo, or we can back it all the way back and then turn it into like a tremolo, like a stock hardtail, so that we can move around. So yeah, it's a really, really cool, unique feature that Ibanez has on certain guitars with certain tremolos, and I always recommend it to people that are. I mean, they always say, you know, it's really hard to set up a Floyd Rose, and it's really hard to change the strings, and because everything's, you know, going out of tune, but this solves it pretty much. So yeah, so that should answer your question, Sean. And as always, if anyone else has any questions they want to ask us, we can do the research during the week if we don't know the answer. Otherwise, yeah, we'll answer during the video. So another thing that we have going on that we launched last night is something pretty unique. So we've had the request for quite a while, and I mean, our sort of collection of custom shops and expensive guitars is sort of becoming a bit of a known fact throughout the industry. So this is what we've decided to do. So basically, we have a guitars, food and wine night. They're going to be doing at the end of July on the 28th. One of our very nice local venues, the Latin Loafer here in Port Macquarie. And basically, it's just an awesome, relaxed night where we can just chill out, you know, have some food, have some wine, and talk about guitars. You know, it works for wine companies, works for jewelry companies as well, and why not? I mean, it's we just have so much nice stuff here, and it's always on the wall or it's always in cases. There's a lot of stuff that we don't have on display that we want to, you know, get out, and for a select set of customers, they can have a look. So you can buy tickets online. This isn't just restricted to people, by the way, that live in Port Macquarie. You know, you're quite welcome to fly in, spend the night. There's worse places in the world to sort of spend a few nights, and yeah, and it's going to be a great experience. We've got a couple of guys from Martin coming up for the night as well, to be on hand, as well as all of us as well, so we can yeah, answer all your questions, let you play some, you know, very, very nice guitars, touch and feel, and yeah, sort of be with like-minded people as well that have the same sort of passion that you do. So definitely check it out. So you can buy tickets online if you follow the link on the Facebook page, and go from there. So last but not least, always going to keep highlighting something, and it's the Black Top. Someone still hasn't bought it yet, and it's ridiculous. The amount of people that we have asking for these things, and now we have one left, one solitary one. Always with the maple neck that people are looking for. You see the new HH fenders that standards that are out that have the black top pickups, same pickups that are in these, mind you. And yeah, and they're always asking, is there a maple neck version? Well, here it is, $7.49, and get it out of here. We need to get on with our lives. So yep, the link, it will be down below, so you can find this one pretty quickly, and yeah, someone will snap this up pretty quick, I am sure. So that's about it. If you have any questions, as always, just leave them down below and we'll get through to it. I'll keep saying I'd love to hear your perspective on the Gibson side of things as well, so we can keep the conversation going, because the more you guys talk about it, you know, the more information we have, and it helps us make decisions into the future. So always love to hear from you, and yeah, so that's all it. So I'll catch you next Friday, and we will see you then. Cheers, guys. See ya.